Hello, my name is Lillian and I am 16 and a junior from Mason High School. I am Chinese American and I'm leading the youth group of the Greater Cincinnati Chinese Cultural Exchange Association. Today, I will be reading to you Lon Po Po, a Red Riding Hood story from China by Ed Young. 大家好，我今天要讲的故事是《狼婆婆》，作者 Ed Young。这个故事讲的是3个孩子如何智斗大灰狼。Once, long ago, there was a woman who lived alone in the country with her 3 children, Sheng, Tao, and Baozi. On the day of their grandmother's birthday, the good mother set off to see her, leaving her 3 children at home. Before she left, she said, "Be good while I'm away, my heart-loving children. I will not return tonight. Remember to close the door tight at sunset and latch it well." But an old wolf lived nearby and saw the good mother leave. At dusk, disguised as an old woman, he came up to the house of the children and knocked on the door twice. Bang, bang. Sheng, who was the oldest, said through the latch door, "Who is it?" "My little jewels," said the wolf. "This is your grandmother, your Po Po." "Po Po," Sheng said, "our mother has gone to visit you." The wolf acted surprised. "To visit me? I have not met her along the way. She must have taken a different route." "Po Po," Sheng said, "how is it that you came so late?" The wolf answered, "The journey is long, my children, and the day is short." Sheng listened through the door. "Po Po," she said, "why is your voice so low?" "Your grandmother has caught a cold, good children, and it is dark and windy out there. Quickly, open up and let your Po Po come in," the cunning wolf said. Tao and Baozi could not wait. One unlatched the door and the other opened it. They shouted, "Po Po, Po Po, come in!" At the moment he entered the door, the wolf blew out the candle. "Po Po," Sheng asked, "why did you blow out the candle? The room is now dark." The wolf did not answer. Tao and Baozi rushed to their Po Po and wished to be hugged. The old wolf held Tao. "Good child, you are so plump." He embraced Baozi. "Good child, you have grown to be so sweet." Soon, the old wolf pretended to be sleepy. He yawned. "All the chicks are in the coop," he said. "Po Po is sleepy too." When he climbed into the big bed, Baozi climbed in at one end with the wolf, and Sheng and Tao climbed in at the other. But when Sheng stretched, she touched the wolf's tail. "Po Po, your foot has a bush in it." "Po Po has brought hemp strings to weave you a basket," the wolf said. Sheng touched grandmother's sharp claws. Po Po, your hand has thorns on it." "Po Po has brought an owl to make shoes for you," the wolf said. At once, Sheng lit the light and the wolf blew it out again. But Sheng had seen the wolf's hairy face. Po Po, she said, for she was not only the eldest, she was the most clever. "You must be hungry. Have you eaten ginkgo nuts?" "What is ginkgo?" the wolf asked. "Ginkgo is soft and tender, like the skin of a baby. One taste, and you will live forever," Sheng said, "and the nuts grow on top of the tree, just outside the door." The wolf gave a sigh. "Oh dear, Po Po is old. Her bones have become brittle. No longer can she climb trees." "Good Po Po, we can pick some for you," Sheng said. The wolf was delighted. Sheng jumped out of bed, and Tao and Baozi came with her to the ginkgo tree. There, Sheng told her sisters about the wolf, and all 3 climbed up the tall tree. The wolf waited and waited. Plump Tao did not come back. Sweet Baozi did not come back. Sheng did not come back, and no one brought any nuts from the ginkgo tree. At last, the wolf shouted, "Where are you, children?" "Po Po," Sheng called out, "we are on top of the tree eating ginkgo nuts." "Good children," the wolf begged, "pluck some for me." But Po Po Ginkgo is magic only when it is plucked directly from the tree. You must come and pluck it from the tree yourself. The wolf came outside and paced back and forth, where he heard the three children eating the ginkgo nuts at the top. Oh, Po Po, these nuts are so tasty. The skin is so tender, Shang said. The wolf's mouth began to water for a taste. Finally, Shang, the eldest and most clever child, said, Po Po, I have a plan. At the door, there is a big basket. Behind it is a rope. Tie the rope to the basket, sit in the basket, and throw the other end to me. I can pull you up. The wolf was overjoyed and fetched the basket, then threw one end of the rope to the top of the tree. Shang caught the rope and began to pull the basket up and up. Halfway, she let go of the rope and the basket, and the wolf fell to the ground. I am so small and weak, Po Po, Shang pretended. I could not hold the rope alone. This time I will help, Tao said. Let us do it again. The wolf had only one thought in his mind, to taste the ginkgo nut. He climbed into the basket again. Now, Shang and Tao pulled the rope on the basket together, higher and higher. Again, they let go, and again the wolf tumbled down, and bumped his head. The wolf was furious. He growled and cursed. We could not hold the rope, Po Po, Shang said, but only one ginkgo nut and you will be well again. I shall give a hand to my sisters this time, Baozi said. This time we shall not fail. Now the children pulled the rope with all of their strength. As they pulled the rope, they sang, hey-ho, hey-ho, and the basket rose straight up, higher than the first time, higher than the second time, higher and higher and higher until it nearly reached the top of the tree. When the wolf reached out, he could almost touch the highest branch. But at that moment, Shang coughed, and they all let go of the rope, and the basket fell down and down and down. Not only did the wolf bump his head, but he broke his heart to pieces. Po Po, Shang shouted, but there was no answer. Po Po, Tao shouted, but there was no answer. Po Po, Baozi shouted. There was still no answer. The children climbed to the branches just above the wolf and saw that he was truly dead. Then he climbed down, went into the house, closed the door, locked the door with a latch, and fell peacefully asleep. On the next day, their mother returned with baskets of food from their real Po Po, and the three sisters told her the story of the Po Po who had come. The end. Thank you, and 谢谢大家.